What is up, YouTube? This is Eddie Nacho here, coming at you with a very short video about why you should work at a shitty place. Now, this seems like the most ridiculous video ever, but hear me out. The one thing that is really valuable about working at shitty places is that, first of all, you're going to learn what not to do. This is in terms of modeling others' behavior, whether it's your boss, whether it's the hiring process, whether it's the actual product development, and anything that you're basically monitoring as you're an employee. These are the types of things you see, like the flaws, or you see what they're doing well, and kind of where things are going, and if they're actually getting any success. So you're going to learn a lot about what not to do, and especially if you're the type of person who wants to become a manager or build out a team. This is a great way to learn, where bad leadership skills are and what could potentially work, and it also gives you a chance to kind of test them out yourself. But really, it's about identifying the obvious flaws within a business, so that eventually, if you're the entrepreneurial type, you can start getting an idea of like what not to do, which is really important because it saves you from making a mistake. The second major benefit of working at a shitty place, for sure, is networking. I mean, look, a lot of great things come out of people talking about how much the place sucks. For example, I worked at a terrible place for a while, and the fact that my colleagues and I would bond over about how stupid the place is, it always kind of opened up avenues for new ideas and kind of innovative ways to kind of solve the problems internally, assuming that you want to stay there. Alternatively, if you're a more entrepreneurial type or you have that kind of spirit, it's a great way to recruit people to kind of, either if it's to build a competitor internally, or you guys leave and then eventually create a competitor, or if you say, you know what, this is a completely outdated business, let's create something that's way better for customers and creates a lot more value for the world. So you'll find that oftentimes whenever you speak with disgruntled workers or colleagues, it always opens up opportunities for you to kind of, create other side projects or whatever. And this is probably one of how a lot of companies actually start, is that they start working at big companies like management consulting firms or like Google, and they'll meet so many great people within there, and they'll realize that the place is really kind of shitty. So then over time they talk, and it opens up new avenues for their thinking, and then hopefully creates something that they can pursue afterwards, or they can leave the current job and pursue that later on. Last but not least, the reality is that most workplaces are going to suck. It doesn't matter how nice they are, how great the job posting is. Every company has issues, and it's not a cakewalk going into a company, especially one where you're getting paid pretty well. But the reality is that most jobs just suck. They're hard. That's why you get paid to do them. There's nothing really easy about it. But at the end of the day, sometimes you just gotta accept the fact that you're not going to enjoy what you're doing all the time, but you're going to have a chance to learn from everything that you don't enjoy doing, which is kind of what the secret to a lot of these lessons are about operating within a workspace. But also, if you're a new graduate from university and you're looking for jobs and you're trying to work your way up a ladder and you have kind of a career roadmap of what you want to do, you're just going to have to pay your dues. You're going to have to work at places that, are just not the best or ideal place to work, or you can't really brag to your parents or your in-laws about how great it is. Sometimes it's just you just got to pay your dues. Just try it out, work it out, go as far as you possibly can within, and then you leave at the point when your mind tells you it's not right. But more importantly, it's kind of like you're gonna like I said, you're gonna have to work towards it to get to your job that you really want, whether it's you create it yourself through a company, or you start your own business, or you want to work up within a company and then become an executive. But there's a saying in dating that I can kind of use and apply here. They say you're going to have to slay many dragons before you get to the princess. Basically, what that means is you're going to have to take down a lot of undesirable and questionable people in terms of dating and seeing, in order to get to the point where you find something that you want to stick with. So that's about it, guys. There's only 3 major points as to why you should probably work at a shitty place. The first one, of course, is learn what not to do by modeling others' behavior, and also kind of observing what's kind of happening within the workspace. The second will be the networking opportunities, because you're always going to find people. You're always going to hopefully find smart people, and if you're a smart person, you can spot them out almost immediately within that space. And if you get along with them, then chances are you have opportunities to grow and then potentially pursue side ventures. And then lastly, it's a matter of accepting it and understanding what the reality of a job really is. It's not going to be easy. It's always going to be challenging. And but always remember that, at the end of the day, it's a stepping stone towards the next milestone in your life, so that hopefully you can have a more enjoyable career and you can build, you can do stuff that you like spending your time doing. So if you have any comments, please drop in the section below, and I'll see you next time. Peace.